Alright, just let me check my email before I go to work. Junk, garbage. Wait, Olde English Spelling Bee? What could they possibly be emailing me about? Damn, I really feel bad for all those peeps still waiting on Dragon Soul. It's been like Wait a minute, what? What?
Special delivery, Pat Chennington.
There's a package for me? I don't remember ordering anything. Ladies and gentlemen, it's here, Floral Shoppe, the holy grail of our beloved genre, the quintessential sales pitch to the friend who has no idea what Vaporwave is about, the mothership of our entire community. December 9th, 2011 was the day Macintosh Plus, also known as Vektroid, released her groundbreaking album to the internet via Beer on the Rug. As the years have passed and the community has grown, the album has been sought by hundreds and thousands of fans in any physical form. Any official cassette once sold of the album can go anywhere from $250 and up, and a minute amount of bootleg vinyl pressings have been discovered online for ludicrous prices as well. However, I, Pat Chennington, can finally proudly say that I am holding a physical copy of this record. Whether you think of the album as overrated or just not up to your taste buds, we can all see that the genre has grown at a rapid pace as of recently, and we are starting to venture into further means of production. The fact that this album was finally pressed to wax, despite the fact that I'm not really sure how they cleared all the samples for copyright legality, just goes to show the potential of physical releases to come within the community. So before we talk about the record itself, let's talk about the label that pressed it, Olde English Spelling Bee. I'm sure a lot of you watching this video are pretty sick of hearing this label's name constantly discussed online, for example, flooding the Vaporwave subreddit with every single person going, "Bro, did anyone get their Floral Shoppe vinyl yet?" Yeah, I know, it took a while, guys, and yeah, it did suck to wait, and it did suck to be given a date to wait for and not receive it on that date multiple times, but I guess I can kind of sympathize with Olde English Spelling Bee here, but also I'm gonna look at them kind of harshly for it as well, and how they handle this entire journey of the record being pressed. Olde English Spelling Bee, as well as a lot of other Vaporwave labels on Bandcamp, aren't big. They're not huge factories with tons of workers who can handle large amounts of traffic, volume, customer service, etc. So that I get. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. This record was going to be extremely difficult to handle. It's Floral Shoppe, for God's sake. There was going to be an explosion of people to order this, and there was absolutely no amount of a limited quantity that would ever prepare them for the Black Friday-esque barrage of internet orders their Olde English Spelling Bee could ever handle. But then again, at the same time, it's Floral Shoppe. This was the one. This was going to be the pressing that really could have ran at a large quantity to hit as many people as possible. And while it has only been 3 months of waiting compared to what some of these other pressings a lot of us have been waiting for in the community, it really would have been awesome to see Olde English Spelling Bee fully equip themselves going into this to make sure for this specific pressing that everything they promised, especially the timing when they would be shipped, would be hit accurately. Now let's talk about the artwork for the pressing. Absolutely flawless. I love this seemingly fully rendered edition of the artwork. Olde English Spelling Bee and Macintosh Plus, aka Vektroid, seem to put some extra shading and color into the statue, further fortifying the vinyl release of the album to be unique in its own way. Everything is high quality on the artwork, except for that classic New York City skyline picture. It also adds a cool charm to the artwork, giving its original piece still presence in this new updated artwork. The back looks absolutely killer too. That rainbow prism graphic coming out the track listing, venturing off the side of the album, pops on that pink background and really makes the record look like a piece of candy to the eye. While we were all waiting for the record to come to our homes, Olde English Spelling Bee sent out an email stating that there was a printing issue with the posters, so they included that misprint along with a higher quality print, which I thought was really kind of them. Despite all the hate they've been getting, it's cool to see them kind of give us everything they can here and not just throw out the misprints. Hey, like they said too, one to save minty fresh and one to frame. So the record was stated as bubblegum pink on Olde English Spelling Bee's Bandcamp, and I gotta say, this thing is bubblegum pink. The camera and the weird lighting I still don't know how to control, probably won't do the record justice, but this thing is vivid. I feel if I were to put my tongue on it to get a taste, I'd be soothing some indigestion problems I'm having with some Pepto-Bismol. Now, let's get to the sound. As we've seen in the past couple weeks, Olde English Spelling Bee has released a video of the vinyl, and everyone immediately shrieked at the sight of the record looking warped. Now, I can only confirm on my end here, but this record is as flat as a pancake. Plays great, doesn't bob the needle, but definitely bobs my head to the lukewarm saxophones coming from the grooves of the record. And yeah, I don't want to sound pretentious here at all. The sound quality isn't unbelievable or anything. For all I know, they really could have just ripped the MP3 onto a vinyl. It does seem pretty one-dimensional sounding compared to my Manipool record, which I did in a review a week ago, I think, where I showcased my Manipool vinyl pressing from Dream Catalog that is arguably one of my highest quality waxes to spin to this date in my entire collection. The pressing definitely doesn't sound bad though. You're gonna get what you've been waiting for, and you're gonna be able to blast Lisa Frank 420 to all your friends. Don't worry about it, it's good. So, for anyone waiting for their record in the mail and growing a little impatient, trust me, the wait is worth it. From the presentation to the color, the artwork, and the pretty good sounding pressing, the Floral Shoppe vinyl from Olde English Spelling Bee definitely does the job. Who knows what big name pressings will come next? Echo Jams, Blank Banshee albums? The future of Vaporwave holds a lot of excitement, and this vinyl finally coming to life proves the blooming potential physical releases can have within our community. Your boy, Pat Chennington.